go.
Hey guys, this is Team DNA, and we told you we'd do a couple deck profiles on our Colorado trip because I was too lazy to actually film when I was there. I got 28th place, which is surprising because of how many windups there were and how many other crazy decks like Dark Worlds and just all the normal stuff, but windups really hurts this deck. But I was running Gravekeepers, and it's just kind of my backup deck. I actually wanted to run Lightsworn because it's my favorite deck. I love Lightsworn, but I actually wanted to run a deck that I could potentially top with, and I don't really want to fork out the money for stuff that's going to get banned, like rabbits and windups. But here's my deck profile. It's kind of just basic, but I'll tell you what I would have done different. But I'm running one Gale, and I wanted to run Spirit Reaper almost instead of Gale, but Gale is just really good. It also pulls out the Solemn Warnings a lot, and yeah, so I run one Gale. I run two Veilard. This deck poops on a lot of things like Tour Guide. The only thing it doesn't really affect is the rabbit part, but I really like Veilard. I'm probably not going to like it a lot next format though, depending on what everyone's running. Just the basics, 3 spies. I borrowed the super ones from Cody because they're sexy. Pretty much all the Gravekeeper stuff is kind of sexied out. But 3 spies to get the Descendant or the Recruiter, whatever you need. 1 Assailant. I got this out because I didn't want to run into like Spirit Reapers and stuff because it's kind of hard to get over in Gravekeeper sometimes unless you have a Descendant. So 1 Assailant, 3 Commandants to search out the Necro Valley. I also found myself summoning this card a lot because it's 2100 when Necro Valley's on the field, and he's kind of dead when you already have Necro Valley and they don't really have anything. So I usually summon him a lot. 3 Descendants. Just basic, just tribute to destroy a card. I like it because it gets a lot of the back row, like Deep Prisons. 3 Recruiter, just the searcher of the deck. You can tribute with Descendant and plus off your own cards. I usually find myself searching for Commandant a lot, or another Recruiter, depending on what I have on the field. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't search for Spy, which is understandable because that would be pretty broken. And so that's the monster lineup in the whole deck. So don't really think about the monster lineup. Spirit Reaper, good or not. 3 Necro Valley, which is basic. It stops a lot of plays. It stops BLS and Chaos Sorcerer, and those seem to be the big cards this format. So it stops a lot of that plays. 1 Dark Hole, 1 Book of Moon, 2 Royal Tributes. I love this card. It saved me so much. The only thing it's not good against is Dark Worlds. But then again, it is also good against Dark Worlds because I side in Dimensional Fissures. So I'll play Dimensional Fissure and then Royal Tribute, and all their stuff gets removed anyway. 2 MSTs, 1 Allure, which I kind of want to take Allure out and put Mind Control in. I don't like to remove my Gravekeepers that much because I run 2 Stellies. So 1 Wonder Wand, and I found this card, like I only run 1, but every turn I would have it, and I would always have a Recruiter, so I feel like I always plussed off the Wonder Wand, because it always opened up big plays, like the Royal Tribute play, or anything like that. 2 Stellies, I'll side those out for Deep Fissures, usually. 3 Potted Dualities, just because you don't special summon, or at least you shouldn't be on your turn, unless you want to flip Spy. 2 Warnings this is the trap lineup. 2 Warnings, 2 Bottomless, 1 Mirror Force, 2 Deep Prison, 1 Torrential, 1 Starlight. Everyone says run 2, but I always see it, so I don't feel like I need to run 2. And 1 Solemn Judgment. So I feel like my traps need a little bit more work than what I'm giving them, and then Synchros and Exceeds wise. I really didn't go into much. Magical Android, 2 Stardust because I run the Starlight Road, 1 Black Rose for the Gale, I have a 4-star, 1 Bryonic, 1 Catastor, Wind Up Zen Master. I didn't really see him much. Just kind of threw him in there. 1 Ancient Fairy, 1 Chimera Tech. 1 Levier, the Sea Dragon, just because I can go into him with Recruiter, I guess, and try and get something out. 1 Trishula, and actually I saw this more. I usually found myself having 2 level 4s on the field and an Effect Railer in hand, so I did go into Trishula a few times, but not enough to do a lot of damage. One Leviathan, number 17, and one Utopia. So I really didn't see much that exceeds their synchros. As far as my side deck goes, I like to side weird things. So I decided in 2D fissures, which is unheard of in Gravekeepers, and people sided these against me, so I don't know, it doesn't really hurt me that much because I side out the Stellies and I side out just a couple, like the Veilers and stuff. 2 Leeching the Lights, because big boss monsters are kind of get over sometimes, so if all I have is a Recruiter and they have Hyperion, I can Reaching the Light, so. 2 Fossil Dynas, because they don't hurt me at all. I almost want to main them, because the only play that I special summon with is Spy. 1 Protector of the Sanctuary, just because I hate running into empty jar decks, and yeah, so just one where they can't draw, and if you don't know what this card does, as long as it's on the field, your opponent can't draw except for their draw phase. And I actually found myself siding this against Dark Worlds for the Drag Me Downs and the card destructions and all that, so and it actually hurt them a lot. And it's got 1900 defense. 2 Malefics, because people usually side in like Dust Tornadoes and stuff to destroy my Necro Valley, so I've sided in 2 of those. 2 Cyber Dragons, just as 2100 beat 6 really. Kind of get over Thunder King, because I search a lot, so special summon these, and usually they'll negate with Thunder King. 2 Summon Limits, and I think this card is really good, and my friend, also on the team, Aaron, introduced me to these cards, because I've totally forgotten about these. But neither player can summon more than twice this per turn. Continuous Trap. I set these in against everything. Plants, windups, pretty much anything. Even dinos, because they can only rabbit and stuff. So I love this card. And 2 Black Horn of the Heavens against rabbits, and I actually use this against Lightsworn a lot, because I saw 1 Lightsworn deck, so and they special summon JD and it hurts me a lot when they blow up. So that's my deck list, and we'll give you, Aaron actually played Hero Skill Drain, but we actually have this other cool deck that he's going to show you, and it's Gallus Insectors, which is really consistent, and I actually just picked up 3 Gallus today just in case I ever want to play it. But we're going to let you talk to Aaron for a little bit. But that was our Colorado trip. It was a lot of fun. Stayed in the Hilton. Drank a lot of beer. Had a good time.
So what kind of decks were most?
Windups were huge. We saw a lot of windups. And we saw... I went against... Well, what I personally went against, I went against windups and Dark Worlds. And 1 plant. I won 1 against Dark Worlds. The decks I lost to is Dark Worlds and 2 windups. So, and I got, I think it was 28th place, and Aaron got like 26th, I think.
I got 30th.
30th, so.
So if you go back, would you change anything in your side against windup since seemed to be really hurting you? I mean, they hurt everyone.
Yeah, windups hurt everybody. Just the whole getting rid of my hand. I mean, what deck is good against that besides Dark Worlds? I mean, that's a pretty good matchup for them, but what I would change... I don't know, maybe throw on a 3rd effect Veiler. Just that's probably one thing I'd change. And I didn't see any Insectors, surprisingly. So, but I tried playing it before we left for Colorado to see if I wanted to play it, and I just found it really inconsistent, to be honest. Me and Aaron played against it and with it for hours, and we just couldn't find the thing with it. But his Gallus Insectors is really good. So. But this is Team DNA. Thank you for watching our video, and like, subscribe, thumbs up, invite your friend or tell your friends, whatever you have to do. But subscribe because we're doing a really cool contest. So thank you guys.